Hey everybody, it's Mwangi. Welcome back to this mess. Did you miss me? Did you even notice that I wasn't there? Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for being patient. I know I didn't post a video last Sunday. There was some stuff that I had to deal with, some stuff that I had to take care of, and it didn't make sense to me to post a video because my mind just wouldn't be in it. So I decided to just take this past Sunday off, deal with my situations, so that I can come and be able to give you guys good content, as we always do. Anyway, for those of you guys who've been there, who've been waiting, thank you so much. For all of you guys who have me on notifications, thank you so much. And just in case you haven't already, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're always notified whenever I upload a video. And just in case you haven't, again, follow me on my socials, my Twitter and my instant gratification medium, linked below, because we all love that instant gratification. Yum, 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 yum. On to the video. On to the video. Since we maxed out our debit cards and our wallets buying butter, I was thinking to myself, you know, I might want to just try and make something a little more simple, a little more familiar, and a little more relatable, so to speak. So I decided, I was looking through the cupboard, and I noticed I have two good ingredients which have the potential of giving me such a good breakfast. Yes, we're going to be making a breakfast meal today. Meal. So that's what we're going to be making today, and the two ingredients are eggs and bread. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know you're probably thinking, I did not just click onto this video to watch someone make eggs and bread. Well, you kind of did, but but no, that's not exactly what we're going to be doing. What we are going to be doing today is making French toast the way I like them. Now, before we even start, I have to first of all say it's a very polarizing meal to make. Just in case you guys were wondering, this microphone doesn't work. I tried everything, but it doesn't work. But I just thought it would make a good prop, so deal with it. For the longest time, I've looked around and I've tried to see and find a place that would give me French toast the way I like my French toast done. I haven't, because for some reason, I think it is a thing with, I don't know if it's a thing with Kenyans or it's a thing internationally, I'm not so sure. People just have a tendency to make French toast a savory meal. So you'd find people putting a lot of salt in it. You'd find people... I even have a friend who once told me that she makes French toast with tomatoes and onions. I was so confused because I mean, what are we making? No, you wouldn't even make pizza like that. In case you haven't watched my pizza series. Today I'm going to set the standard. I'm going to set the standard by making French toast the way I honestly think French toast should be made. At the end of the day, it's an opinion. It's my opinion. I love French toast this way. If you love your French toast with salt, if you love your French toast with tomatoes and onions, if you love your French toast with potatoes, you can have it any way you want if it makes you happy and if it makes you not have diarrhea. Are we too high? Are we too low? Are we just perfect? You're just perfect. The bread. Bread is the basic foundation for French toast, obviously. So naturally, you can't do French toast if you have no bread. However, there are specific things about the bread that make your French toast either better or just French toast. If you want the best French toast, try as much as possible to get your bread stale. I know this sounds like it's crazy, but believe me, there is a method to this madness. When the bread is starting to have that slightly off smell, not it's going bad, not that it's going moldy or anything, just it starts to smell a little off, you know, and starts to stiffen up a little. That is the perfect bread for French toast. Ideally, it was used as a way to consume old bread. I think the term for it back then was, I think, sinful bread. I'll just post something below so that you can be able to see what it is that I'm talking about. So try as much as possible to make sure that your bread is stale. When you're talking stale, you're talking like it's been out for maybe 4, bordering on like 4.5, 5 days. Make sure it's not moldy though. Just that's something you want to be very careful about. Mold is dangerous. So it's not moldy, it's just stale bread. So basically this is going to be pretty much everything that we're going to require. We have our bread, we have our 2 eggs, we have sugar, we have a little milk, we have salt, and then we have the container that we're going to mix everything up in. And I know you guys are going to judge me, you guys are going to stress me and tell me how this container is looking old, but I'm not about to sit down here, or stand here rather, and pretend that we do not have such containers in our households. Please, spare us the lies. Let's go. We start with the eggs. And these eggs are considerably big. You want to make sure that your yolks have been incorporated into your whites. We put in the milk. Now, ideally you want to put in a tablespoon, or what I realized works for me is I put a tablespoon of milk for every egg. So since there are 2, these are going to be about roughly 2 tablespoons. I haven't like measured them out, I've just eyeballed them. Next step is the sugar. You could use the measuring spoons like I usually do in the other videos, but for the longest time this is what I've always used. Back to the roots. So basically a tablespoon of sugar is what you need. Just scatter that everywhere. And a pinch, just a pinch, a literal pinch of salt. And the thing with the salt is not to make it a savory meal, it's more to just, salt has this effect of bringing out the individual tastes of the components and just giving it a generally defined, rounded, nice taste altogether. So that's why we put in the salt. So you want to mix everything up. Quick announcement before everything else goes on. I want to start a series that I'm going to be doing at least once a month where I want to be cooking something simple, something like this. This is not something so complex, it's something I can do with my eyes closed. As I tell you guys, maybe select some kind of story, something interesting. Tell me what you guys think about it. I wanted to let you guys know first before I just release one. The first one is going to be coming out next week. So I just want to see what you guys will think about it, whether you guys are going to like it. If you will like it, I will definitely do more of them. And if not, we could always just find something else to do. But I just wanted to give you a heads up so that you can be prepared for good things, because it's going to be good. Now, before we move to the next step, I just want to talk about the ingredients I said that would come in as extras. At this point in time, if you have cinnamon sticks or if you have ground cinnamon, that would also be amazing. If you just put a bit of that into your French toast, it really gives it that nice sweet, it gives us this nice sweetness that cinnamon usually brings out in food. So you could always put in cinnamon. Another thing that I usually actually do a lot, but I'm not doing it in this specific instance, is I usually take oranges or even tangerines, but oranges are better, and just squeeze the juice of the orange into this mess. It's not a mess, it tastes nice. Just squeeze the juice of the orange into this mix. Oh my goodness, it tastes amazing. And then like if you have the extra time, just grate a little of the orange zest into it and just mix it up. The final product just has this sweet, citrusy, fresh zing to it that is really, really nice. So if you have oranges on hand and you've not been eating them or something like that, or you just feel like, throw them into this thing, it makes for good French toast. Now, first and foremost, you want your heat to be medium-low. You don't want it too low because it's never going to cook. You don't want it all the way high because it's going to burn. You need to remember that there is sugar in this mixture, so it can burn very easily. So you want it to be on medium to low or medium to high. Yeah, so we want it at pretty much pretty much that, we want the fire to be pretty much that, at that level, or that much at least. I'll put some oil in the pan, so we're just going to wait for that to heat up. On to the next part, which is another big controversial thing about dipping or soaking. Now, there are people who believe that French toast, they just want French toast to be, or the French toast should just be coated on the outside, just so it should be dipped slightly and not for so long in the butter and taken out. While on the other hand, we have soakers who believe that the thing should be just spend enough time in the butter so that it can be able, so the butter can permeate through the bread. Comment down below and let me know which part of the divide you fall under. Personally, I am a very, 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 very big believer in soaking the bread. I like it when my bread is saturated to the extremes with the butter, and I usually make sure it sits there for long enough just so that it's not too dry on the inside, and also making sure that it doesn't come apart. So we've turned up the heat. It's been, I turned it down a little because I was speaking to you. So that's where we want it at. The oil is hot. You can see how easily it's flowing in the pan. I know it looks like it's a lot of oil, but believe me, when it comes to French toast, you want enough oil. So here we have our batter. You can see it's ready. And this is what I meant when I said soaking. So you just take the bread. I usually let it sit there for a minute or two. Then I take it, I flip it, let it soak up as much as it possibly can. And then I put it on the pan. Let me do another one. Soak it, flip it, soak it a little longer. Yep, it's pretty much good. Put it on the pan. You want to make sure that the oil is enough so that they all get to have a bit of it. So now this one is ready. It's ready, and so is this one. So now we are back, we are done. I've taken two of them. I don't know if you'll be able to note the difference. This one is the one that has the oil, and this is the one that didn't have the oil. You can see just how not so cute it's looking. It's not the cute one. That one, not cute. Anyway, I want to try them. I'm telling you, I left this one soaking for, oh my goodness, I left it soaking for such a long time. Plus I kept adding more of the batter into it as it was, like as the one of the raw sides was up. I'm going to really like this one. So I don't know if you'll be able to see what I was talking about, how that center is just so nice and gooey. That is how I love my French toast. I love my French toast like that. Oh, I can't wait. Like, you bite into it, the exterior is so nice and crunchy, and then the inside is just so nice. It's just so gooey. It's warm, it's hot, it's sweet. And it's not warm and hot. It's like just slightly warm and sweet. It just feels like a hug in the mouth. It just tastes amazing. Amazing. As always, thank you so much for making it all the way to this point of the video. If you have, I really appreciate it. It helps me a lot with regards to watch time. So until next time, give this recipe a try. If you do, tag me on your Instagram. I would really appreciate to see what you guys are making, what you guys are doing there. If you guys have recipes that you want me to try, let me know in the comment section below, and also in the community tab, because I also make announcements and ask questions there as well. So until next time, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being amazing. You rock. Stay safe, stay positive. Love y'all.